Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back live on YouTube, live and direct with MMA Reloaded, Real Talk, episode 27. Bro, I can't believe it. We have done 27 episodes of MMA Reloaded, Real Talk. As you can see, the bungee cord behind you. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back live on YouTube, live and direct. What the fuck was that? Yeah, folks, you know what? I can't believe I've done 27 episodes. It's been a hell of a ride to entertain you guys during lockdown. It's been something. It's been all up and down for us lately, you know, in the world, and I think to get a chance to entertain you guys, it's so gratifying to get the reactions that we get, and to interact with the fighters that we interact with, to interact with the writers that we interact with. Like today, one of my good friends, Ryan Truland, who of course writes for Back Sports Page and hosts Ear to the Canvas on Spotify. So, folks, you know, from our first guest with Anthony Andrew and to of course getting in touch with so many young fighters, and even the guys that I email and message on Instagram, the managers that I'm getting in touch with, you know, folks, to get guys on a show. It's you know what, folks, if you don't put the hard work in, nothing's gonna come out of it. And I think you know, I thank you guys so much for that support, because it makes all that hard work worth it. So, folks, tonight, episode 27, fuck all the bougie shit. Episode 27, Real Talk, where we talk real, we never lie, cheat, and steal. Folks, today we talk with Ryan Truland. Last podcast, we had the absolute pleasure to chat with Jamie Varner, a legend, a veteran, a former champion, now retired. He was one of the greats, man. It was a great show that we did, folks. We thank you guys all for tuning into it. If you haven't tuned into it, I suggest you do. You can watch a little snippet of it on our Instagram feed. It was episode 26, and boy, I was absolutely blown away, man. It was I got a bit starstruck after a while, because I grew up watching Jamie Varner, but to actually get a chance to interview him was a fantastic opportunity, man. So, folks, with when I do these shows with Ryan, it's that sort of point of view, you know. I'm a writer, he's a writer. Yeah, I'm a broadcaster, he's a broadcaster. So you kind of get that point of view outside of the point of a fighter. So, folks, I think it makes it very, very cutting edge to talk about the hottest topics in mixed martial arts, in sort of like a debate discussion type thing, without getting the biased opinion of a fighter. I think, folks, now, yeah, we have so much to talk about. It is literally the sport that never sleeps, man. Tomorrow night, folks, it is fight night once again with Anthony Lionheart Smith returns to the cage after a loss to Glover Teixeira, a fight where he returned to the cage. And you know what? It wasn't the performance that we were expecting to see. Glover put the pressure on him, and you know, Anthony Smith just looked lost getting towards the end of that fight. And then you have Alexander Rakic here, folks. Now, Rakic is a great fighter. I have such respect, and I love watching Alexander Rakic's fights, because that guy knows how to fight, man. It's like, bro, watching him is brilliant, man. He's 1-1 in his last two. I lost to Volkan Ozdemir in his last fight out, in a fight where it was very, very close. If you look at it on paper, Volkan landed more total strikes, but Rakic did the damage significantly. He landed one takedown as well. So you kind of think, how do you score that? And it kind of, and that's sort of the theme of even now. I mean, that fight was what, over a year ago in Busan, South Korea, UFC Fight Night 165. But even now, the judges are coming under scrutiny. But Alexander Rakic returns, yeah, folks, and I am looking forward to this because it's a true test to how Anthony Smith can come back. You know, and if he can come back in this fight, and if he can beat Rakic, it's a great opportunity to coming back and facing the winner of Dominic Reyes and Jan Blachowicz. Yeah, you got Thiago Santos and Glover Teixeira there as well. So if not facing the winner of Reyes and Jan, it's getting back in that picture, that top 3, top 4 type scenario. And with Corey Anderson out of the picture, it makes room for more guys to go up. And I think they will. I think the light heavyweights will fight extra passionately, put in extra work, extra aggression, because now they know John Jones is out of the way. There's a lot more open opportunity for these guys to go in there and do business. Folks, Ryan is about to join. Let's do this shit. Hey, Ryan.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I can hear you, man. Let me just turn this shit up here one sec. What's going on, my brother, man? It's been a long damn time, bro.
Yeah, what's it been? Like a month or so, right?
Yeah, man. July the 16th, bro.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. And not that I was keeping time or anything, man. Oh, bro, what's going on, man? How's it been? How's it going, man?
Oh, everything's good over here, man. Looking forward to the fights this Saturday. Got some
Me.
drama going on here in the U.S., but I think the UFC is going to carry things out. I'm sure you saw like the NBA, MLB, NHL now playing games.
Yeah, man. Shit, I wanted to talk to you about that, man, because what happened, bro? They went on strike because they didn't want to play. The NBA guys didn't want to play on the playoffs, right?
Yeah, it was the shooting that happened in Wisconsin. I don't know if you heard
Yeah.
about it, but it was basically in response to that. They boycotted the games, and then the other sports followed. But I don't think the UFC is going to follow their lead. That
The UFC is not coming to Milwaukee, man, anytime soon.
Yeah, Dana White talking at the RNC.
Oh, fucking hell, man. I mean, bro, he literally endorsed Donald Trump, man, that whole speech.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, I never figured him to be that big of a Trump supporter, man. But fuck, I mean, we'll see what's up, man, with that.
Yeah.
One
but
guy
we got fights this Saturday.
Damn right, man. He's got other things to worry about, man. So I hope we don't see Dana White in politics anytime soon, man. Now, Ryan, bro, with the NBA controversy, man, Colby Covington was so verbal about that. Yeah, but he literally responded to LeBron James and literally just like flipped him off on the keyboard wise, if you know what I mean. And I think if one guy is gonna talk out from the MMA world, it's Colby. Man, to you, man, is that type of shit is disrespectful because you can't expect NBA players or any players to play in a city which has that type of scene at the moment.
Yeah, I didn't see exactly what Colby said, but I heard about it. I can imagine what he said. Yeah, I just think I guess that they really are his political views, but I think he takes it too far. Especially as I hear from like guys like Joe Rogan who say like, and it's true. Like he put on this persona in his act. Like once he was on the verge of being cut, then he started this whole act to get more like eyes on him. And I think he has taken it too far in the past, and I think that's another example of him taking it too far.
I mean, you're right, man. Because early Colby Covington was a boring ass wrestler, bro, and he never had that personality to go along with his skills. Because I think when he came in and he had like 4 performances, he was like 12-0 or something, or 12-1, and now, man, nobody ever thought anything of him. Nobody was talking about Colby back in the day when he first came up. So yeah, man, I mean, you can say the same thing about James Vick and guys like that. To get your traction, they've been demoted to just talking their way up. And boy, Colby Covington has worked for that guy, man. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean the talent is definitely for real with Colby, but early on his style just wasn't fun to watch for a lot of people, and I guess that's why he felt the need to start doing it.
I mean, bro, one other guy who's been vocal, man, is Leon Edwards. Yeah, bro, and Leon Edwards has talked and tweeted so much about Jorge Masvidal. And basically, bro, he's basically roasted him, Ryan, on Twitter. Yeah. And he called him every name under the sun. But we haven't heard no response from Masvidal yet, man. And Edwards just keeps sending tweet. But nothing come back to it. What's your thoughts, bro? Because it's been a while since we've seen Leon Edwards. And Masvidal, of course, coming off that loss to Usman.
I think it's honestly the perfect time for those two to fight. Nobody really thought of that fight as this big thing before the incident that happened backstage between the two. And ever since then, I mean, I've just been wanting this fight since then. And I think it's a perfect time. Usman coming off, or Masvidal coming off that loss to Usman. Leon's right there as a top contender. I think it'd be a great title eliminator fight pretty much at welterweight. And I don't know why it's not happening. I don't understand why Masvidal doesn't want it. Obviously, Leon wants it.
Leon's been a thorn in Jorge Masvidal's ass, bro. And you can't really blame him because he's on an 8-fight win streak. Yeah? And I don't think Leon's the type of guy to just talk his way up. His actions speak for itself, bro. If you're on an 8-fight win streak, yeah, bro, you're bound for something big. And
deserves it.
Yeah, man, definitely. And instead of waiting for it, he's calling out Jorge Masvidal. Yeah, well, do you think we're gonna see that fight, or do you think something else is in the store for Leon Edwards?
Honestly, I do think it's going to happen. I do. I know Masvidal has expressed interest in fighting Wonder Boy.
Yeah.
Which would be a fun fight, but to me, it doesn't compare to the Masvidal versus Leon Edwards right now. In terms of entertainment, the build-up that you can have for that fight. I don't know where they would put that. Maybe a co-main event on a pay-per-view, or they could do that obviously could be a main event on a ESPN Plus card or something like that.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's the perfect time. I think Usman fights Burns. Covington's fighting Woodley.
Yep.
And then I think Leon should fight Masvidal. I think it makes sense.
You remember the first time we chatted, bro? Yeah. There was that whole triangle shit going on between Leon Edwards, Tyron Woodley, and Jorge Masvidal, yeah, bro, and Colby Covington, sorry. So we knew that one of those three guys, two of those guys were bound to fight each other sooner or later. And I think for Leon Edwards and Jorge Masvidal, yeah, bro, if that fight happens, yeah, bro, and then like you said, Usman and Burns is basically a sure thing, yeah. But if Edwards and Masvidal happened, yeah, it's basically the case where if Masvidal wins, you can't deny him a rematch for the belt. And if Edwards wins, yeah, he deserves what he never got and what he feel he deserves, and that's the welterweight championship.
Yeah, exactly. I think because obviously if Woodley beats Covington, he's not getting a title shot. He needs to get a few wins under his belt before he gets another shot. And if Colby wins, I know he's going to be calling for that title shot against Usman. It's possible that they give it to him, but again, I think and that fight's probably going to happen, definitely going to happen before Masvidal and Edwards. I think Woodley and Covington fight on the 19th of September.
Yeah.
So that'll get straightened out before the Masvidal Edwards fight. But I think, yeah, like you said, the winner of that Masvidal Edwards fight has as good a say as any as that shot at the belt.
And Woodley and Covington, yeah, bro, that fight is, in my opinion, bro, it is at least 3 years in the making. Yeah, man, because Colby Covington, I remember when he was the interim welterweight champion, and Woodley was the champ before he went into the fight with Usman. And I remember Colby was sitting home, yeah, and he used to make those vignette videos, the ones where he was holding the Trump hat and he was waving the flag around, bro, and he was basically saying he was calling out Tyron Woodley, but Dana wouldn't give it to him. And now you have that fight, yeah, bro. If you're asking me, judging from their last performances, Colby Covington takes this one, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see a different Tyron Woodley than we've seen the last couple times if he even wants to have a chance, because Colby's just gonna have that volume, and I think it's similar to when he fought Robbie Lawler. Like Tyron's sitting back waiting for that shot, and if he's just being overwhelmed with volume from Covington for 5 rounds, it's gonna be that devastating blow might never come for Woodley. It might just be another boring performance from Woodley where he's on his back foot, moving backwards and never really engaging. And it's possible that Covington just runs away with that one.
Yeah, man, no, for sure, bro. And Colby, in the fight with Kamaru Usman, yeah, Ryan, Colby proved a lot to a lot of people because he was outboxing Kamaru Usman in that first round of that fight. And so I think you're right, man. I think Tyron Woodley needs to move forward, hit them leg kicks, and he needs to work his game. He needs to take Colby down if he needs to, man. But it's going to be an interesting fight because you can talk the talk, man. But when you get in there, it's time to go in and walk that walk. Yeah, well, and yeah.
Woodley has his back against the wall right now, so I do think we'll see a better Woodley than we've seen the last 2 fights. I think he's going to fight more desperate, but that still might not be enough.
Damn right. I mean, then we have Nico Price and Donald Cerrone. Yeah, bro. I mean, if you were gonna eat popcorn, yeah, bro, sit in a recliner, yeah, and have a couple of brewskis, that is the fight to do it, man. I mean, bro, that fight is nuts. And often Nico Price, bro, he can give you 100, yeah, every time, yeah, bro. But coming off 2 straight losses is not the greatest thing for Nico, yeah, right. I mean, you can put on the performances, bro. You can shed the blood, but you need to get that hand raised, man. And he had a great fight with Vicente Luque. Came up short last time out. It wasn't. So when you look at this fight, yeah, bro, Donald Cerrone's on his way out of his career, I think. Yeah, and how do you see that one playing out, bro?
I think, yeah, Nico's style is just, I think it's a blessing and a curse because it's obviously so entertaining to watch every time he steps in the octagon, but and it gets him these big fights like Vicente Luque. Now, even though he lost that fight, he gets Cowboy. it gets him those fights because people just want to see him fight, but it gets him caught up in these wars, and sometimes he doesn't come out on top. He's gonna have one of those careers, I think, where he wins some, wins a few, loses a few, wins one, loses one. It's gonna be a lot of like back and forth like that, I think, for him. This fight could go either way, though. I think Nico will come out really motivated to get a big win over a guy like Cowboy, even though Cowboy is on his way out. And maybe he does come in there with more motivation to get this win than Cowboy. We'll see. I think Nico can definitely compete with Cowboy right now at this stage in his career. So I think it's going to be a very close fight.
Well, man, it's gonna be a great fight, man. And that welterweight division, bro, is heating up. I think Vicente Luque's on his way up. Yeah, bro, and I would love to see a rematch between him and Wonderboy, because he got starched by Wonderboy in their last fight. In their fight, Wonderboy fucked him up, bro. It was literally like the best performance I've seen from Stephen Thompson, and I think for Vicente to actually move up, yeah, bro, into that top 10, maybe that top 5, yeah, bro, you need that fight back. You need to be Wonderboy, bro. He's like the gatekeeper, the bar that you need to get into, man. So yeah, bro, I think that welterweight division's fucking stacked, bro.
It is. It really is. And then you got a guy like Jeff Neal sitting there, who unfortunately had to pull out of his fight, but now we'll see him in there again.
That's sad. It was sad to me, man, because, bro, he was working at Outback, and he hadn't had a fight in so long, right? Yeah, and then to survive, bro, he had to go back to work in the 9 to 5, and I was quite disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, because if you're in a UFC Fight Island, or if you're in UFC Apex, yeah, bro, and you're showcasing all these guys, I think Jeff Neal versus Michael Chiesa could have been a great main event to display on the UFC Vegas card, or a UFC Fight Island card. So to me, it was kind of this and that and pit pat, if you will, man. But yeah, man. I hope Jeff Neal comes back.
Yeah, for sure. He'll be a contender one day in that division, I think.
Yeah, man. Speaking of contenders, bro, Bellator just signed Corey Anderson. Yeah, bro, and it was I don't know, man. I don't know about this, right? And it's bro, it was like a mix and match for me with the reaction, man, because one part of me says, okay, cool, you want to do what you do, you want to do it because it was the right decision, or because DC told you to, yeah, or you want to do it because you weren't getting paid. What do you think, Ryan, bro? Do you think if Corey Anderson stayed in the UFC for another year, 2 years, he would have been #1 contender?
I actually don't think he would have been in that light heavyweight division. I do like Corey Anderson. I think he'll be great over in Bellator. I feel like he always kind of felt like the UFC didn't respect him as much as he felt they should have. Like giving him that Johnny Walker fight, he was pissed even after he won, that he felt disrespected, that they gave him this young guy coming up. And then gets starched by Blachowicz, but that could happen. Blachowicz has got that Polish power. Yeah, I think Bellator, I think that's a great decision for Corey Anderson, honestly. I think he'll have a really successful career over there, get paid well, and I think the light heavyweight division will be fine without him. I really like the top contenders right there with Reyes, Jan, Thiago Santos, Glover Teixeira's coming back up those rankings. And then you got a guy like Yuri, who I think could be champion pretty soon in the UFC light heavyweight division.
Yuri to me is a dark horse there. Sorry to interrupt you, Ram, but Yuri is a fucking dark horse, bro. He ruled Ryzen's light heavyweight division, yeah, bro. And of course, yeah, Ryzen's competition ain't all that, yeah, bro. But But I mean, bro, he was starching guys down there, man. And if you see how he fights, the guy's like hands down. Yeah, he was fighting Volkanovski hands down, bro. And I don't know what to think, man. I think that would be a great fight if to see him versus Johnny Walker, man, or something like that, bro. Now, I think you're right. I think if Anthony Smith loses this weekend, yeah, bro, a guy like Yuri Prohaska has such a big chance of going back up, of going up because he's right there. He's like number 6 or number 7, right, bro? And
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
it's a huge look, yeah, number 6, yeah, bro, and Smith is at number 5.
Yeah.
So if you sort of if Smith loses, yeah, it's kind of a door open, man. It's like a 24
I
hour
think.
bro. Come on, bro. Shit.
Yeah, man. I think the winner of this Rakic Smith fight would be a good fight for Yuri.
Damn right. Damn right.
Yeah.
Well, and one thing else, man, is I want to get your thoughts on the new talent that we've seen in this UFC Vegas saga and throughout the UFC Fight Island type thing, bro. And we've seen guys like Trayvon Jones and the guy who fought Kevin Holland, Buckley. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And of course, Kevin Holland, Khamzat Chimaev, these guys out of England, bro, out of Britain. They have literally come in, yeah, bro. And in this time, the UFC have showcased them. The prelims are literally filled with these guys, man, and in the contender series as well, bro. So, right, man, throughout this time, bro, how do you feel about seeing that type of new talent being showcased?
Yeah, I think it's great. And I got like a theory kind of that since the UFC came back with no fans, I really believe that if you look, the UFC newcomers, the guys making their debuts, are having a ton of success. And I think it has something to do with there being no crowd. They're just in there. It's like a sparring session, but not. It's real. They can listen to their coaches. It probably feels less intense. And these guys making their debuts are really, really showing out. Ton of new talent. UFC's in a really good spot right now. I actually got to talk with Anthony Romero, who fought on the Contender Series.
No way, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I spoke with him yesterday. He said that his plan is to probably take like a short notice fight and try and make his debut in the UFC before the end of the year.
Yeah.
So guys like that just taking these short notice fights and they're performing well.
I mean, before he took his short notice fight, I had a chat with Johnny Munoz. Yeah, bro, he took his fight against Nate Honest. Yeah, bro, and I think I spoke to him 2 nights before he actually went into the UFC and fought.
Wow.
And it was like holy shit. And then the same thing we saw with the same thing I think we've seen Trayvon Jones. Yeah, bro. Like that was a fucking beautiful performance, man. He was I see your face, man. You're like, holy shit. And bro, he came in. Yeah. And Valiev was piecing him up, yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Jones came in as a starcher, man. And I was like, bro, you just took this fight on like 2 minutes notice. And you do that shit. That was fantastic to see, man. I have to say. But yeah, man. I mean, there's no doubt in hell that I respect the UFC for doing this and scouting this much new talent and giving them the opportunity.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, the UFC has done really everything right since they came back from the pandemic. And like you said, the way that they've been scouting and getting these guys who are fighting in these lower organizations, just bringing them right up to the UFC and having them perform so well, it's been great.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
And that Buckley fight with Kevin Holland, bro, I was standing, yeah, I was standing right, man. I was standing this close to my TV. Yeah, well, and you know when I think I posted it on my story, yeah, and when Holland landed the right hand, I was rewinding my TV. I was like, bro, did that land? Did that not land? Holy shit. Yeah, man. I mean, Kevin Holland, bro, is one of those guys, and I think this guy. I've been a fan of this guy since he fought Thiago Santos, bro, in his debut, short notice, and he's been impressing the hell out of me, man.
Yeah, man. He's a very promising young prospect. I saw he called out Mike Perry after he won that last fight. I think that'd be a really fun fight. Um, yeah, I'm looking for them to give him a bigger name in his next fight. It should be fun.
Definitely. Do you think ranked or not ranked? Bro?
I would say probably not ranked for his
Not
next
ranked.
one. Yeah, but definitely a step up.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think Mike Rodriguez would take that fight if he had that chance?
Against Holland?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be a good fight for Mike. Why not, right?
Bro, Mike had a great performance in his last
Yeah.
fight. Fucking excellent, bro. And of course, shout out to all the guys on the contender, bro. The contender series has been on a roll. Like, well, I've been watching that like that. And Ryan, do you think like we talked about how the UFC has been scouting their guys? Yeah, bro. What's your take on the contender as a whole concept?
I love the contender series. I really do. I think it's a ton of fun to watch each week. The anticipation of these guys waiting even after they won to see if they're going to get that contract. It's a lot of fun, and the talent that they get from the contender series is crazy. Since it started, the guys that have come from there, it's just insane. And so it goes to show, like, it gives you a reason to watch these new seasons, because you can expect that these guys are going to turn into really successful UFC fighters. Guys like O'Malley and Shabazian, Mike Rodriguez came from there. A ton of people, Macy Barber. But yeah, I think it's an overwhelming success as a show and what they're doing with it. And I like how they allow guys to come back for a second opportunity too. Guy like Josh Parisian, the heavyweight, got his contract coming back on. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, man. There was and to me, yeah, bro. Like when I watch it, maybe I'm not scoring it the same way that Dana White is, in terms of who to give the contracts out to. Maybe there are some guys who Dana doesn't give contracts out to, but I would. Yeah, bro. Like Jerome Rivera, who won his fight a couple of weeks ago. That's one of my boys, yeah. But I'm not biased. I'm just saying that that he was the only guy in 2 weeks who has not got signed. Yeah, but and to me, it's like okay, are you scoring it on how they win the fight? Are you scoring it on the heart they show, the talent they show? Or are you scoring it like they score UFC, like octagon control and shit like that? I mean, right, bro. Do you feel that same way, or do you think, all right, Dana's cool, I would give the contract to that guy too?
I think Dana honestly he loves finishes. I think he's looking for the finishes on the contender series. I really do. I think I brought up Romero. He beat a tough dude and he looked good, but it went to decision. I think that's why he didn't get the contract.
Bro, leg kicks were fucking nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, there were a few moments where I thought if he went back up to the head, he could have landed. But he kept going to the legs and just beating him down, chopping him down. But yeah, I think it's all about the finish. I really do.
Yeah, me too. But there are some fights you can't finish.
Yeah.
Dana doesn't understand that, bro, in my opinion. Because, bro, you can put on a clinical performance, yeah, and still impress the hell out of people. Yeah, bro, like you can be like Bryce Mitchell, man. Or you can be like Wonder Boy. Yeah, be a fighter who doesn't really focus on knocking a guy's head off. Yeah, but focuses
Neal
on this.
Magne.
Yeah, bro. I call him Stretch Armstrong. Yeah, bro. Yeah, he's brilliant, man. And of course Neil Magny will be in the co-main event. Ryan, you know what I'm gonna ask you now, bro. Robbie Lawler versus Neil Magny. What are your thoughts, man?
I think very interesting fight for both guys because Magne, like we said, he's that guy who will touch you over and over, but he doesn't really get those finishes because he, like I said, he touches. He doesn't really throw with 100% power. He's not looking for that. He's not a headhunter. He's just looking to break you down over time. And he's got insane cardio. So just similar to what Colby Covington did to Robbie Lawler in his last fight. But I do expect Robbie to, because Neil Magny's no Colby Covington right
No, never, bro.
now. Yeah. Robbie, I think he'll come out with adjustments to that type of style and use his power, come forward. I think he'll be more active in this fight and look for the finish. I like Robbie in this one. I think it's a tough matchup for Magne.
In my opinion, man, with Robbie Lawler coming off some bullshit fight against Ben Askren, yeah, bro, where he didn't even tap, yeah, bro, and I feel like he would have gotten out of that bulldog choke, yeah, and finished Ben Askren up, but no, I digress, you know, and I think, bro, Neil Magny, you're right, you know, but he's got such a good style. I think those jabs. And he sets them up for his double leg takedowns. His takedowns are so fast, bro, and he'll clinch your ass up and start working, man. But yeah, bro, I see where you're coming from because if Robbie Lawler lands, Robbie Lawler's got great wrestling defense, and if he lands one time on Neil Magny, Magny has to give Lawler that respect. Yeah, bro, going into that second, third round if it makes it that far. But yeah, bro, no, I definitely see where you're coming from, man. Right, if Magny wins, yeah, bro, where do you see him in that 170 division?
It'd be a huge win it's a huge fight for both guys for different reasons. Robbie's coming off those 3 straight losses. So he's in big need of a win. And Magny's coming off, I believe, 2 straight wins. So if he beats Robbie Lawler, that'd be 3 in a row for him. You gotta give him somebody who's ranked, obviously, after that. And if he wins that, I mean, he's gonna make his way up the rankings at this stage in his career. That'd be impressive. Huge win, huge fight for both of them.
Definitely. And if Robbie Lawler wins, how long do you see Lawler fighting for after this?
Oh man, I think it's like I said, a huge fight for him because I think if he comes out and he can't stop the takedowns or whatever, or he's overwhelmed by Magny's volume and he loses again, I think he's going to have to think some things over. I think he's 38 years old now.
Yeah.
Sucks to see. I hate seeing Robbie Lawler's 38. I wish he was still like 28.
Well, he was fighting Nick Diaz. He was 22.
Yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. If he loses again, I think he's got to think about hanging it up, honestly. Dude, as much as I hate to say that, because I know he can beat a lot of guys still. Yeah. But if he's not getting those wins, you got to think about it.
Definitely. I mean, could you say the same thing about a guy like Rafael Dos Anjos, who's fighting Mickey Gall next? Yeah, bro.
So
and in my opinion,
that's a weird fight.
Even I thought that too, bro. I thought that, what the fuck is the UFC doing? But no, bro, I think, look, yeah, when you talk about Colby Covington, you talk about Kamaru Usman, yeah, bro, and you talk about a guy like, yeah, just those 2 guys, yeah, bro, they practically went through Robbie Lawler. They went through Rafael Dos Anjos, yeah, bro, Damian Maia, Yeah, those guys like that, bro. Like, it's like, all right, cool. They're the gatekeepers, and I've got to step that stone to get out to number one too. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so do you see like Rafael dos Anjos here, bro? When he was on the road to that championship against Anthony Pettis, yeah, bro, he was running guys over. Like it was like being hit with a vending machine. Yeah, bro. But do you feel that Dos Anjos, he's still young, man. He's only like 34, 35. Yeah, bro. Do you think Rafael Dos Anjos could come back and make one more run?
I think it's tough. It's tough in welterweight because, like you said, I think there's tiers in welterweight. The first top tier right now, I think, is Usman, Covington, and I would
Yeah.
put Burns there.
Yep, me too.
Um, yeah, tier two, I would say right now it's Leon Masvidal, um, maybe Woodley on the back end of that, maybe Wonder Boy, and then there are guys that like could get back up to the title. I think um, guys like RDA, I think are one step back out of that. I think it's so tough to get back up there 170 right now that I think he's going to outclass Mickey Gall. I like Mickey Gall a lot, but um, I think he'll try to make easy work of him. And I think he deserves a tougher fight than Mickey Gall. So I'm looking for that this time out for RDA. But like you said, he's still young. He could still string some wins together and get a big fight against a guy like Wonder Boy or top 5 guy and get his name back in that mix.
Yeah, man. I think RDA's only won one fight, bro, out of his last 5. Yeah, right.
Who was that against? Kevin Lee?
Yeah, Kevin Lee. Yeah. And, he beat Robbie Lawler before that, bro, in 2017. Yeah. But then he lost to Colby and Kamaru. Then he beat Kevin Lee. Then he lost to Leon Edwards and Michael Chiesa. And bro, I was even chatting about this. I was thinking about this to myself, yeah. And I'm thinking, all right, cool. If you lose that many times, because I'm looking at Anderson Silva's record as well, yeah, bro, heading into his Halloween fight, yeah. And I'm thinking, is this who he's fought? And this is who he's lost to. There's no fucking shame. There's no shame at all. Yeah. But if you're Dos Anjos, you shouldn't be losing that many times. If you're serious about making one more run. But losing to Chiesa and Edwards, bro, there's no shame to me, man.
Yeah, like definitely no shame. But like you said, if you want to get that championship gold, you are going to have to beat those type of guys. No shame in losing to them, but because those are tough opponents. That's a tough resume right there. But you got to beat them if you want that championship.
Damn right. Damn right, man. No, bro, Ryan, this Saturday night, yeah, bro, we're not going to see just Lawler and Magne. We're not going to see just Rakic and Smith. Yeah, bro, that preliminary card is looking very good, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie, man. Sean Brady and Christian Aguilera is a fight I'm looking forward to. Yeah, bro, Brady's 12-0, undefeated. Yeah, bro, and Aguilera's won his last 6 fights by knockout. Yeah, bro, he stopped the shit out of these guys. And his UFC debut, Ryan, and another one on short notice. Yeah, bro, I was so impressed. And that's a great fight. And one guy off the contender I'm looking forward to seeing is Impa Kasingane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. He's fighting in the main event of the prelims against Maki Pitolo. Now, bro, if I'm Maki Pitolo, I've probably fought like 4 times in the past 2 days. Yeah, bro, that guy's on every card, man. Every fucking card. It's like, do you want him to die? Or do you feel and then of course, bro, you had the chance to chat with Alex Caceres. Yeah, bro. How's that like, man? How's he feeling going into Saturday night?
So I got the chance to speak with him yesterday. He said that I asked him at 32 years old, if you win this fight now, you're going to have some momentum behind you. Like, do you think there's a run in you? He said that he feels better than he's ever felt. He feels that he's putting on more lean mass and then he's like becoming a full man, he said. He said that he has a whole newfound desire to train every day and get better every day. So he's very confident and he's excited about what the future holds.
Caceres has been one of those guys, bro. It's so fun to watch. Yeah, he's like the lighter version of Wonderboy Thompson. Yeah, bro, I love watching him, man. And bro, after he beat Chase Hooper, yeah, bro, I was so ecstatic because I was ecstatic to see him back in the cage, and he looked great in that fight, man. He looked ripped up, and he looked fine. But he's never been one of those guys to hold his head down. Yeah, bro. And he's never been on that type of a streak where, okay, shit, I've just lost my last 5 fights. Yeah, I need to go to Mexico, chill, and then come back. He's never been like that. Yeah, bro. He's 3-1 in his last 4. Yeah, bro. And that's not bad, if I'm honest. But yeah,
man.
He's close to 20 UFC appearances. Yeah, bro. And you gotta think, he has to make a run at it now, man. You gotta make that 3 in a row.
Yeah, this is a huge fight for him. Now's definitely the time. This is now the 3rd opponent that the UFC has had to give him for this fight. Yeah. Giga pulled out, then Kevin Kroon pulled out. Now he's fighting. I don't even remember what's the guy's name. Austin Springer, yeah. So they're just giving him everybody at this point, but huge fight. He's got to get the win, and it's against another guy who's inexperienced, like Chase Hooper. And yeah, I like his chances. I really do. And yeah.
I'm going. Another guy is Ricardo Llamas. We're gonna see on this fight card, bro. And Ryan, you made such a wicked point about there being tiers in a division. Yeah, bro, because you have the top tier and you have your top guys. Then you have your middle tier where you have your, say, number 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Then you have those lower guys, which are your 10 to 15 in your rankings. Yeah, bro. Ricardo Llamas, yeah, bro, has been in that featherweight division for a long time. A long ass time. Ever since the UFC and WEC merged, yeah, bro, he's been in the UFC. Yeah, right. And he's faced Jose Aldo when Jose was a kick-ass little Brazilian dynamo. Yeah, bro, but Ricardo Llamas he hasn't seemed to get that break. Yeah, and utilize that potential that I know he's got.
Yeah, man, you're absolutely right. He's one of those guys that doesn't get talked about enough, honestly, as being an accomplished UFC veteran. Being around for as long as he said since the Strikeforce merge, and still at it. Definitely give him props. He's not ranked right now, right?
Let me go have a look. Oh, the rankings are in front of me, man. No, not right now.
I didn't think so. He's close though. I'm sure of that. Yeah, if he definitely another guy who's big fight coming up.
Bro, if you look at that 145 division, you can see why he's not ranked.
Yeah, 145 is tough.
Zabit, Korean Zombie, Yair Rodriguez, yeah, Calvin Kattar, Josh Emmett, Jeremy Stevens. Do I have to continue or do you want to?
Dan Ige is like at 12, right?
Bro, man. Dan Ige is at 10. Sadiq, yeah. Shane Burgos, Aldo, Bryce Mitchell. Fucking hell, bro. That fucking division. Division's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Shit, man, I'm getting all gassed out talking about it. Now, Ryan, what's your take on on that, bro. Oh, what's your take on tomorrow night's fight card? There's so much on the line for a lot of guys on that night.
Yeah, it's an underrated card for sure. Like you said, a lot of good prelims, big fights on the prelims. Then you got the main card kicking off with a rematch between Kutelaba and Kalev. That's going to be so much fun. I went back and watched that first fight a few times, or as well as the last, and I think no doubt about it, Kutelaba was faking it. I think he was baiting Ankalaev into him to try and catch him. I don't think he was rocked. The ref stepped in, which sucked, but we get to run it back. It's been a long time coming, and that's going to be fireworks from the opening bell.
Fucking hell. Especially after Ion had COVID-19 and had to pull out. Yeah, bro. Now you quarantine.
Long time coming.
Yeah, man, you quarantine for 10 days, paint your ass green, yeah, step on the scales and do business, bro. But bro, I have to disagree with you, Ryan, man. Because I think in the first fight, yeah, Ankalaev had him dead to rights, man. He was head kicking Kutelaba, yeah, so his head would fall off. Yeah, that's how many times he connected. He was kicking him. That left foot was like it was like playing PlayStation, bro. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. It was nuts. But yeah, man. No, I think you're right. I think Ion's gonna come out aggressive, straight up, man. That's how he does. And if he takes Ankalaev down, he's got a good chance, bro. He's got a good jiu-jitsu. I can't really say much about that one, man.
Yeah, I think, like you said, I think Kutelaba's going to come out swinging. It could be his demise if he ends up getting caught, because Ankalaev is really, really good. I think he's better than Kutelaba, but Kutelaba definitely has a chance in this one.
Oh, and,
especially early on.
Yeah, man. And Ryan, what's that thing we always say, bro? Is MMA is the sport that never sleeps. Yeah, bro. And I want to chat about two things that I just saw today. Yeah. Ray Borg is the first one. Ray Borg has just announced retirement. Yeah, right. I don't know if you've seen it yet, bro, but it's like I don't know what to say, man. I saw that and I read it and I was like, holy fuck. So I was just searching Google. I was on Google, bro, and I was like, Ray Borg, to see if it was true, bro. But it is, man. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a shame. I can't say I'm too surprised, just because he had that struggle with, I believe it was, wasn't gonna make weight or something, and he had to withdraw. I think it was 2 straight times, and then the UFC let him go. Yeah. But yeah, maybe he just doesn't have that passion that he once did to put his body through all that. You know, he's been around for a while. Definitely a Ray Borg fan.
Definitely. Me too, man. Nah, bro, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, because, bro, I was chatting with a veteran on my last episode, Jamie Varner. Yeah, bro. And he was saying how it depends on how your body feels. If you're a fighter, it depends on how you feel mentally and physically. Yeah, Ryan. So I think Ray Borg he pulled out of a fight, I remember, due to personal issues, and twice, like we said, about the weight. Since he moved up to bantamweight, he was weighing in at 140, 142, and you kind of think, bro, how the fuck did you make flyweight? It's nuts, bro.
Oh, yeah, right. MMA is one of those sports where if you're not 100% committed, you should get out.
Fuck me, bro.
You're gonna end up getting hurt.
Now, Ryan, then the other one, bro, is Luke Rockhold. Yeah, bro. And if I'm honest, yeah, bro, right now, Luke Rockhold needs to shut his ass up. Yeah, right now. He talks. He's been talking so much, and it's none of that destiny shit that he was talking with Bisping. He's talking shit like, "I'm still the baddest motherfucker in the gym," and and when I come back here, these guys best be on notice and all that stuff, bro. If you're gonna give, oh, bro, Ryan, I got two questions for you about this. Yeah, first, what do you think about Luke Rockhold returning to the UFC?
I don't think he should. He's got a successful career. I think he models. Um, he's got other things going on outside the UFC. I just don't think he has. I don't believe him when he says he's the baddest one in the gym, unless he trains at like Retro Fitness. But yes, honestly, I I'm not one who gets all too excited to see Luke Rockhold come back. I was pretty excited to see him come back at light heavyweight and try to shake up the rankings there when he fought Jan, but
Locked up.
he just doesn't. He didn't belong there. And at middleweight, I think he'd have a tough time too right now at this point in his career. I wish he wouldn't.
I like at middleweight, bro. When he was fighting Yoel, yeah, bro. I posted about this as well, bro, on Instagram, and I was like, so I watched the Yoel fight back with Rockhold, yeah, bro. Shout out UFC Fight Pass, because without that I can't watch shit,
Yeah,
bro. Because I'm watching that fight, yeah. They were standing there, bro, for a long time. He didn't move forward that much. So for Yoel to just charge him like that, yeah, it was easy. It was so easy, yeah. And Yoel makes it look so easy, and then because Rockhold's got a shit chin, yeah, that was it. Like, bro, you put the marshmallow fluff on the milkshake, like, that's it. Yeah, right.
yeah. One guy I do think he could possibly beat is Chris Weidman, though, because I think honestly, I think that would be a pretty even fight because I know Weidman was talking about like he's back, middleweight should be put on notice, and he's back and whatever. I didn't think he looked that great, honestly, in his last fight. I thought he looked okay, good enough to beat. I think he fought Omari, right? Akhmedov.
Yeah, for Akhmedov.
Yeah, he fought well, but I don't think he looked like a contender by any means. I think that would be a pretty competitive fight, but other than that, I don't really care to see Luke Rockhold.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ, bro. I mean, Luke Rockhold, yeah, bro. He's training at AKA. If you say you're the baddest one there, yeah, bro. Man, go 1-on-1 with Khabib, bro, and he'll rip you a new asshole.
Yeah, and at 205, he's just not gonna make it. At
Bro,
205.
that fight, yeah, Ryan. That fight, bro. He was fighting so well. He fought so well, bro. And then when Polish Hammer put him against the cage, yeah, bro, that was it. Good
Yeah,
night, bro.
his chin cannot take 205. No way.
Imagine that heavyweight. His chin,
Nah.
his chin would never take heavyweight, bro. Derek Lewis would sit on him, eat him for dinner, bro.
Wouldn't even be fair.
Ryan, heavyweight, bro. And there's a reason why I mentioned heavyweight. And I'm not talking about Rockhold. I'm talking about John Jones. Yeah, bro. And I see that smile on your face, Ryan. You know where I'm going with this, bro. Who do you think John Jones fight first? Yeah, bro. And when do you think he's actually gonna come back and show his face? Because I'm not gonna believe shit until I actually see him go in there, bro.
Yeah, so there's definitely a lot of things going on with John Jones to heavyweight. You got Stipe now, you got Francis Ngannou right there, and you got John Jones. I saw a quote from Stipe saying that he would like to face a new challenge, and
Yeah,
that
I
would
saw
be
that,
John
bro.
Jones.
Right.
However, I don't think you can deny Francis Ngannou right now the title shot.
He's
I
denied.
think the first time he fought Stipe was long enough ago. What he's done since then has been remarkable. Just steamrolling all the top guys. I think Francis should get the next shot. And I think John, he's waited this long. I think he should just wait until early 2021 and fight the winner of that.
Nah, man,
What do
I
you
think
think?
early 2021 will probably be the best time, man. Because it's almost September now.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
hoping December they'll do Stipe Francis. That would be cool.
bro. But in that quote, yeah, Ryan, even I posted that quote as well. He goes, I would like to box. I would like a new challenge. And Francis comes back to say, is that your way of ducking me? Yeah, bro, it is. Because if you weren't gonna duck Francis Ngannou, you would go back on Twitter, yeah, and tweet Francis, you and me next, bro. But he never did that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Francis, he opened up as the favorite in that fight too. They released some odds, and there's a reason that he's so goddamn scary.
bro, but Stipe's like, oh, I've already beaten him once. Yeah, why do I have to do it again?
Yeah, Francis he's definitely improved since then though, I think, and
I'm right.
I
I'm
think you
right.
would give Stipe it would be a hell of a fight. Hell of a fight.
Ryan, this is the thing. After that Daniel Cormier win, Stipe didn't even look bothered about fighting Francis Ngannou after that.
Yeah.
Maybe it was the tire. Maybe he was tired as fuck, or maybe he just didn't want to talk about fighting and wanted to go home. But you can't deny the inevitable. John Jones wants your ass. Yeah, Francis Ngannou wants your ass. Curtis Blades wants your ass. Derek Lewis wants you, and that's what comes. That's the territory that comes with being the most decorated heavyweight champion.
Yeah, when you're champ, you're the hunted.
Yeah, man.
No longer the hunter.
He's a hunted, bro. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, when one more championship fight, bro, that's coming up. September the 26th. Yeah. Israel Adesanya versus Paulo Costa. Yeah. And bro, I have to say that the jawing between these two guys has been nuts. Yeah, bro. And did you see they were on Sports Center? Yeah, bro. And Paulo just stripped his ass up like he was taking off his shirt and shit, and say, "Hey man, I'm clean. I'm clean." Yeah, and Izzy's got his pink hair, bro. Yeah, looking like a real Pink Panther type fool. And, but that fight, the talking will be over. Yeah, The Rock will meet Stone Cold. I mean, Israel will meet Paulo Costa. Yeah, bro. Ryan, you know what I'm gonna ask you now, bro. Paulo or Izzy?
Ah, all right. Crazy fight right off the bat when you say that. Um, I absolutely do think it won't end up like the Yoel Izzy fight. I think
Never.
there'll be a ton of action
Yeah.
for as long as it lasts. Uh, I think Paulo is going to come forward. I think he's slower than he thinks, though, and
Wow.
I think that's going to hurt him. I think it's going to open him up to be countered by Izzy. Um, Obviously, Izzy has to avoid those power shots. Really,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
saw Paulo come forward with those shots for a whole 15 against Joel, so you got to be prepared for that. And honestly, I think Izzy's gonna outclass him with technique on the feet. I think it will stay on the feet for the entire time.
I think. I
But I
think you're
do
right.
think Costa's gonna catch Izzy with some shots and make him respect him for sure. But I think in the end, technique and just skill will prevail for Adesanya.
What do you think with Because, bro, I think you're right. I think when Paulo was fighting, the reason why I think Paulo has a chance, yeah, bro, is against Yoel Romero. And I know different fighter, different styles, but against Romero, he pressed Romero up so well against the fence and started landing combinations. Wherever Yoel was going, Paulo would follow him. Yeah, bro. And he was landing nasty shit. And he never let Yoel in the center of the fence. But he got caught, you're right. So I think there are holes in the game. And I think if anyone could pick them out, Israel Adesanya can. Yeah, bro. His in the pocket fighting is mad, and I think you're right. I think technique wise, Israel could drag it 5 rounds. Paulo would be sipping that water. Yeah, bro. Every round he gets, and that's it.
I agree. Yeah, I think the longer it goes, the more it favors Adesanya, and it'll be interesting to see if Adesanya could put Costa down because Costa ate some huge shots from Yoel in that fight and took him on the chin and kept coming. So it'll be interesting to see if Izzy can catch him and drop him.
Oh man, Ricky Martin versus the Pink Panther, man.
Yeah, man, there won't be any love afterwards either. It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a great fight, though, bro. But that's a great card, and it's co-main evented, Ryan, by the light heavyweight championship. Dominic Reyes, Jan Blachowicz. We talked about these guys throughout the show, and Ryan, Dominic Reyes or Jan, bro.
This one, I think, also it's tough. It's close and it's tough to pick. Reyes coming off that fight against John, super close. Came down to that 1 round. So a lot of people think Reyes won it. He looked great. That's his only loss. He's super athletic and great striker. Then you got Jan, who is super tough, has that power. He's a technical striker too. He really is.
And Jan can go everywhere, bro. Jan can out grapple Reyes as well.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you are a betting man and Jan, I presume, is going to be the underdog in that one,
Right.
I think you should take Jan and get those good odds on that one. It's super close, but I think Jan should definitely win.
I'm a betting man for sure, bro, and that shit will definitely it'll definitely come down to the wire, man. If I'm honest, it's a great card, bro. It looks like a great card to me. Randa Marcos and Mackenzie Dern, Jake Matthews versus Diego Sanchez.
Your boy's on there, Brandon Royval.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Brandon Royval is on. Oh,
Yeah.
bro, Brandon Royval versus Kai Kara France. That shit is tough, man. That's a great fight, man. But bro, when I talk to these guys, yeah, I'm sure you find this as well, Ryan. Is when you chat with these guys, you think, oh shit, I'm chatting to Brandon Royval, I'm chatting to Mike Rodriguez. Yeah, bro. Oh shit, he's a fighter. Yeah, what am I gonna say? But they're down to earth guys, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't had one bad experience. They've all been. Each guy I've talked to has been super nice and friendly.
Yeah. But then when they're in that cage, bro, I think it's a different story. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta flip the switch.
Yeah, flip that shit. Flip it, bro. No, man. Do you think? And speaking of that division, yeah, bro, Cody Garbrandt, Davison Figueiredo, yeah, bro, and Brandon Royval and Kai Kara France, yeah, are just right behind him. If Alexandre Pantoja and Brandon Moreno, yeah, or Brandon Moreno and Alex Perez are gonna fight as well, yeah, bro, and you're talking about your number 4 and 5, and then in Royval and Kai Kara France, you're talking about your number 6 and your number 7. Yeah, right. What are your thoughts on that flyweight division? Because Pantoja lost his last fight, yeah, bro. So you kind of move his ass out of the division. You look at those 4 guys. Who do you think deserves it the most?
Yeah, well, I think the winner of Perez and forgive me, who's he fighting?
Moreno.
Oh, Brandon Moreno. I think the winner of that would be ahead of the winner of Royval and Kai Kara France.
Yeah.
But they should match up those two winners and have the winner of that fight fight the winner of Figueiredo and Garbrandt. But I think starting with that Figueiredo Garbrandt fight, that's a great fight. I mean, Cody coming down, Figueiredo has a ton of power. He might be the most powerful 125er ever. He's got so much power, and I love him as a champion at 125. I think he's incredible. And Garbrandt coming down is a ton of fun. And then you got those guys like Kai Kara France, Brandon Royval, Moreno, Perez, Pantoja back there, Pantoja. It's a good division right now. Flyweight's safe. It's in good hands. It's fun.
And then with Cody coming down to 125, bro, because he's never been that big physically at 135. So coming down to 125, but what do you think about him physically? Like, do you think it's not going to be that big of a weight cut to me, man?
Yeah, it's tough. You never really, for me with that, you never know until you see them like on the scale, see how they look that fight week. Because some guys it drains them and it really does affect them, like it did Dillashaw. And some guys can do it. Some guys cut that weight and might even be a better fit for them. If I had to guess, I would say Cody probably cuts it pretty successfully, and I think it'll look pretty good in there.
Me too, man. And Ryan, to finish it all off, bro. Anderson Silva against Uriah Hall, bro. It's the end of an era, man. After 24 years and over 15 fights, 16 fights in championship fights, bro. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, bro. You have to think that Anderson Silva will go down as, I don't believe in this, but the greatest of all time. Yeah, bro. Ryan, what do you think, man? Do you think he's calling it at the right time? And how do you think about this fight, bro?
Oh yeah, I think it is the right time. What was his last fight? Was that the
Jared Cannonier when he hurt his leg? Yeah, bro.
Yeah, again. Yeah, I think it's definitely time. It might have been time a while ago, honestly, for Anderson. I kind of wish he did hang it up so he didn't take these losses. But Uriah Hall, I think, is definitely a more competitive fight for him than Jared Cannonier was. It's a close fight. I think it's a good fight to go out on. I'll be rooting for him to go out on top, honestly. I think every UFC MMA fan has to be watching this one. It's like you said, I don't think he's the greatest ever either. I give that to John Jones. But he's definitely right up there on that Mount Rushmore. And you gotta watch this fight. It's the end, like you said, the end of the Spider era.
Yeah, man. I mean, when I said I don't believe in the GOAT, I don't believe in that concept. I don't believe in just labeling one guy as the greatest of all time. Yeah, bro. And I think you can say GSP, you can say Fedor, John Jones, Anderson Silva. Yeah, bro. You can say so many guys throughout the history, but yeah, man, damn right, he will go in there as one of the best ever.
Different eras, but when he was in his prime, there was nobody better, really. Anderson in his prime is just insane.
Damn right, bro. No, if you don't believe Ryan, folks, watch Forrest Griffin versus Anderson Silva, man. You'll see that. Ryan, bro, it's a crazy ass sport, man. Aljamain Sterling getting a championship shot, bro. And we said it, bro, in the last damn show that if he doesn't get a championship shot next, I would rip my balls off and throw it in the river, yeah, bro. And now I don't have to do that anymore. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah. Aljamain Sterling versus Petr Yan, bro. Do you think it's going to be he's going to get run over? Or do you think Aljo could take Petr?
I think it's going to be super competitive. No, I think Aljo can definitely hold his own in there against Jan. Could even definitely beat him, in my opinion. Yeah, he's got that. They call him the Funk Master. He's got a funky style. He really does. The way he moves. He's got that sick grappling, which we saw in his last fight. He can also mix it up on the feet. I think it's an even matchup, really, in a lot of ways. And I can't wait for it. Aljamain deserves that title shot so much. It's not even funny. And glad that he's finally getting it.
Damn right, bro. Ryan, it's great to see justice prevail, man, in this sport. But I mean, bro, it's it's a nutty sport, man. It's just nuts. You could go on and on and on. If we had to talk about everything that's rumored, discussed, everything, yeah, bro, it would be more than this.
Yeah, we'd be here all day.
Yeah, man. I know we don't have all day, bro. But yeah, Ryan, my bro, it's always a pleasure, man. We've been trying to do this for a month. Yeah, bro, and yeah, man, you're my guy, bro, always, man. Thank you so much, my bro.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on. I'll always continue to support you too, man. I love what you do, your interviews. And I appreciate you always having me on. Definitely do it again.
Damn right, man. Damn right. I appreciate you, man. I'll continue to support you for sure, bro. Because
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. In the same boat, bro. And damn right. Damn right. I keep doing what you do, man.
You too, man. Likewise. Enjoy the fight Saturday.
Thank you, bro. You too, man.
All right, man. Peace.
Peace, bro.